You gotta watch this.
Because I got some things I want to show you. Make sure I've got some loaded on the brush. I'm going to wipe it off.
Hello and welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to make a wedding song shadow box. Now this is complete with music, the couple's name, and the date they married, along with the words to a song. Now this could be the song that she walked down the aisle to or their first dance together, but I think this would be a beautiful shower or wedding gift. So stay tuned and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it.
We're going to do this as a shadow box, only because I had a lot of requests to do another shadow box from my first one for baby stats. So the first thing that I've done is I took the shadow box apart, and I'm using a 12 by 12, and you can find these at Michael's craft store. They come in sets of 2. Put these here. Okay, so I was able to find some sheet music on Cricut, and I've been messing with it. All it was literally, let's flip this over here. It was literally just basically this. Okay, we've got our design here. I'm going to show it to you here real quick. And I have everything here set to draw, not cut. So I'm going to get the Cricut ready and we'll get this done. Okay, so now it is writing out the words to the song, which is Can't Help Falling in Love with You by Elvis Presley, which was played as my daughter walked down the aisle of her wedding. Turned out pretty cool. What ended up happening is this was the original color of my backing, and I did all of this in black, and then I hand wrote it in a gold, let me grab it, Cricut glitter gold. It's a gel pen, and so I went over it by hand, and what I did is I took the Cricut top and was able to lay my hand on it because I'm left-handed. So I went over all of this here. Now what happened in the meantime was, after I did it originally, I went to sweep it with my hand to get off a couple of little eraser marks I made, and it smeared. So I decided the best thing to do would be to go ahead and go over the whole thing, and I used a chalk brush. Used my big chalk brush here, and I just went ahead and wiped over the whole thing until everything looked like it was looking the same. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of this paint, pour it in to a little container. Now, I've got just a little because I'm not gonna need much. So let's use a dauber on this. I'm just going to very carefully dip it, just to make sure I can get it a little bit wet. Got a little bit on there, that's all I want. And now I'm going to take most of it off. Okay, very smooth. Well, check out what this looks like so far. I think we are on the way to, this looks like parchment now. And I can leave that alone and then put the names on the front. So I think we'll cut that right now with the Cricut, and we'll get that put on the glass, and then we'll show you what that looks like. Okay, I now have the names cut out, and I'm gonna do this in a double layer so that the gold actually shows up. So I have it cut out on shiny, like a foil gold, and I have it on a shiny black. And so I have cleaned my glass, and I have a laser square from We Are Memory Keepers, and it's perfect. I've just cleaned my glass, laid it down here, found the center of the wording, marked that with a permanent marker, marked the center of my glass here and here, so that I know direct center is right here, okay? And I lined up my lines here so that everything is straight across. And I'm gonna pull up this black, and then we'll get the gold one on, and then I'll do the lettering. Okay, with a lot of the little intricate pieces here, this makes it a little difficult to get off of the transfer tape. Okay, here's what we have so far. I do have a few little ends right here where I must have lost my gold. And what I've been doing is cutting this in pieces so that I'm not trying to lay it all down at one time.
Although I think this came out very beautiful, I decided that the lettering and the gold just looked a little bit too old-fashioned. So I decided to remove the glass and take the font and change it, and I added it directly to the print and then put another piece of glass on top of that. It does make it look completely different, and as you can tell, the backgrounds are different because I had to cut this 2 different times. As you remember, I had the words were incorrect. So here's a lighter looking view, and then also the original dark view that we showed you during the video. So I really like them both, but what do you think? Thanks for watching.